Let's call a spade about Brandon Weeden. All right? Now, a lot of people, when the Browns drafted him, they said, why would I want Brandon Weeden? He's 29 years old, going to be 30. Well, my way of thinking is if he could have produced or acclimated himself to the National Football League like a normal second or third year player, he'd be in his 31, 32, basically a veteran, and he'd have another 7 to 8 more good years left. But unfortunately, Brandon Weeden didn't acclimate his fucking game to the NFL standards. He just could not. The game was too fast for him. Now, that is simply because he played baseball for 5 or 6 years and didn't play football. He went from fucking college football or high school football to college baseball and the New York Yankees. He didn't play football for so long. You can't do that. So if Brandon Weeden was 23 years old, I'll guarantee you there'd be a ton of teams lined up to snatch this guy from the Browns. There would be. I mean, the Browns wouldn't have let him go. But being that he's 31, going on 32, or 31, maybe, I don't know, he's over 30. I know that, maybe going on 31. He's too old. I mean, even if he got good, he's already set back 2 years. If he got good, he'll be 34 years old. By the time he gets good, he's goddamn too old. He's a career backup. But my way of thinking was, if he could have got good, we could have had a good, viable starter for 7 or 8 years. But the game was just too fast for him. He came into Cleveland. Like I said, if he was 23 years old, he'd have a long career ahead of him because he's got all the fucking talent. He's got the size, the arm strength, his arm. He throws a nice ball, but he makes some stupid decisions. Now, Brett Favre made some stupid decisions like that, too, when he was younger. But Brett Favre was a lot younger than Brandon Weeden was when Brandon Weeden's his age right now. That being said, Brandon Weeden will be a decent backup, I guess, for Cowboys. You can't rely on him, I'll tell you that. Would I take Brandon Weeden over Jason Campbell? Absolutely. Jason Campbell's he's terrible. But Brandon Weeden, he's too old. He did it to himself. He should have never played college baseball. He should have went full-time football. If he would have played full-time football, Brandon Weeden might have had a long career in the National Football League. But I don't know who told him to play baseball. Couldn't cut it. Can't win that way. So my thought on Brandon Weeden being signed by the Cowboys, not a bad move. Good backup. I mean, I would have took him in Cleveland as a backup under a different fucking contract. If he was 23 years old, there would be a lot of teams waiting to sign him to long-term contracts because under the proper guidance of a quarterback guru like a Nerve Turner, who couldn't touch him last year, couldn't reach him for some reason, he might be good. But at this juncture, at 31 years old, I think he's going to be 32 in October. He's too old for anything. If he's trying to be a starter, God, Lord knows. The only way you'll start is if Tony Romo gets diagnosed with AIDS on the third game of the season. Other than that, you'll never see the fucking field. You may because Romo may get hurt, but other than that, that's it. So, Cowboys signing Brandon Weeden. Good move. I've seen worse. Believe it or not, I've seen worse.